How you doing, guys? This is Candor. We're here playing Noir Replica 1.000. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. We're doing this one is going to be a very low-key one, but it's going to be really cool. Check it out.
Words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There's a strange new sensation in my mind.
Voice rose in a questioning way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shared, and he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we could start by asking this man. Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if...
The mayor stared at Callum Weiss.
Speaking of me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. He stared into the mayor, his mouth twitching
Now
slightly.
see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm, Cal's face exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grin, then quickly changed the subject to Calcine, and they discussed since coming into the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
And racked their brains, but could not find no easy. There is simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimar Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversation.
The mere suggestion that Grimar chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
I'm sorry, folks, but I love the fact that they broke the fourth wall on this one. It's the funniest crap ever.
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skywards as if searching for answers in the heavens.
Doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger could by his full harsh words bled over to Cal like a contingent. Wait, did something just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, the village told us to watch out for curious words, right? The mayor leaned forward in renewed interest, pushing his startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment, slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Cal's face suddenly lit up. I remember. Those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor perked and think of shelf papers in his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Cal. That's right, he said, stray sheet of paper flipping to the ground. My notes also mentioned something like that. I bet it was the last thing that you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil pierced lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've had done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect the people from whatever was going along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused and a grimace crossed his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the fierce of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, but perhaps we should bend our efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand snapped out. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream. I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream. If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes startled at nothing. My village was beautiful, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once the disease took hold, things over changed. It's like someone took a sponge and sucked the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. I don't want to stop until it happens. Cal nodded in agreement. Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can offer any help, just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The Grimoire looked from Cal to Mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without you knowing of it. But you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realizing dawn on his face. Oh my god, you're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, and the dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you. I don't know how I can help repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he couldn't breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it's like. Good luck to you, too. He called departing forms of Cal and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Cal slowly fled into the woods, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours later, and the beauty of this place was still a new thing. He'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and he'd be home in time for dinner. But the deeper he went, the more a forest closed around him. The mist made it difficult to see where than a foot in a direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on a rock, a rough bark of tree, and his hands now still soft trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion, unhindered by either deterrent or physical effort. He spent most of his time urging Cal to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Cal snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Cal leaned against the tree and tried to stretch his knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words trebled in his mouth, a canopy of insects sprung to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out the volume and rattled his teeth. Cal slipped his hands over his ears and screamed, Weiss, what's going on? Cal can see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Cal's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hastily, he removed the hand from the left ear so he can listen to the creatures in the woods. Zree, zree, zree. Shake, 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 shake. Chick, chicky. I'm not even pronounce that. Ooma, ooma. Shik, 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 shik. As the insect symphony dimmed under another decibel. Oh, so it dimmed another decibel. I apologize, guys. Cal began to detect patterns in this sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise. It's something else. Insects weren't just calling out. They were asking a question. One is lacking. Two with its ideal. There. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, a riddle. I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I have to answer it. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 is with it is dangerous. What is it? Inwardly focused, left the task to him. Sighed and gave the answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped, and suddenly as it began, the forest undergrowth parted before Cal, and it rippled wave, opening a new path. These forests protopods are making a road for us, said Whis said with glee. Pleased and pacing the test, Cal moved on with a new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but given even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they had a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Cal after a bit. Whis spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of the forest for some happy pet you can simply befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Whis finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves faced a clear forest spring. Smiling, picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Whis. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank into the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came stronger in regular words. I enter through the window. Break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Whis. Now answer it. Grit his teeth and tried not to reach out to strangle his companion. He's right after all. This is one pretty easy. Yeah, even I know this. I knew it because I've already done it, but yeah. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spun the entire horizon. In all my years, said Whis softly, I'd never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Ockling Whis from his days. There's a house or something over there. This is weird, isn't it? I mean, who would build a house and all the way out here? Cal walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute solid banging, the door creaked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by a mist. Began Cal, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Tried to ask the cloak who he was, what he was doing here, but he simply repeated the question. If you wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss. It seems to answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose well, at least it's an easy one. A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, said Cal. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a vision of you that was not yourself. Huh? Sorry, what do you mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned his heel, and slammed the door behind him. As Cal watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Cal and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against the tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprung his feet and scrambled over them. Great gravy, you made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasping Cal's and pumped it vigorously, it threatening to dislodge it from its socket, while the right seized Weiss by the corner and swung him through the air. Gah! By heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we have been successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy that you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Cal withdrew his hand from eager handshake with a light smile. We broke the Death Dream seal. At least, I think we did. Face beamed as filled them in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down forest ground and fell asleep. Cal cocked his head. Okay, hang on. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility in itself. Obediently reclined on top of glassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Weiss, it is words that control the Death Dream. Words allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then we sleep, we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Cal shook Mayor's shoulder gently. Good news. I think we made it. Oh wow, said the mayor with an odd voice. We did it. I'm back. And then again, as not believing the sight before him. You have no idea how much this means. The death dream has spread through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked. Then glanced at Kel and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. "Real life may take some getting used to," said the mayor, as a weary smile crossed his lips. "You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure," said Reese. "For now, you shall return to your home and rest." "No," said the mayor, swaying on unsteadily his feet. "No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in their den. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way back to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed slightly. "This is the holy tree," he explained when prayer finished. "It is the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder," muttered Vyse. "We shall not put our faith in the gods." The mayor shook his head. "Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as the seal verse." Kel and Vyse could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had found it most unexpected places. "I say," muttered Vyse, "this is certainly a stroke of luck." As the three of them said their goodbyes, Cal mentioned that the strange man who had given them third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. "I once saw a vision of you that was not yourself," muttered the mayor. "What in the world does that mean?" Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long time. "You know," he said softly, "this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I've seen you before, too." Cal tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. "Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything." Cal gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words, and what exactly is going on here. That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink it, Vyse.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So,
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while. But once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind. If you're willing to help out, I'd really...
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
It's like, dude, even I get tired. Shit. It's like, oh, really?
Which job should I give you first? I've got a job from the postman in Seafront. He needs your help with a... I wrote down a...
Excuse me, but have you seen my son?
I don't think...
When I got home, I found a note from him that said he was leaving and not to look. Please, you have to help me. My son shouldn't be too hard to spot. He wears a very...
Okay. Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popo has sent me to...
Oh god, it's over. My life...
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back. I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh.
That's terrible. Would you like us to...
Really?
Sure.
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friend.
Alright, then I get...
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault. Oh, God.
Okay. Just stay calm. We'll go look for her, alright? You sit...
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red...
Are you? Interesting.
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the temple shop. Maybe you should try her.
I'll do that.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? For three.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink. Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh?
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
Just the kid I was looking for.
What's up?
I've got a letter from the lighthouse lady, and I was hoping you... The other postman, well, they don't really want to deal with her.
You don't say.
I'd do it myself, but with my bad leg and all. Anyway, sorry to keep bugging you, but...
Sure thing.
The lady hardly ever leaves that lighthouse, so you should start there.
Nerve! How dare he boss us around?
It's okay, Vice. At least we're helping people.
You are far too soft.
And you're just a cranky old man. But...
Hey, you gotta help me out here. You just gotta. I'm having serious girl trouble. See, there's this girl that I'm pretty wild for, so I asked her out. But she won't even consider it unless I take her to a really nice restaurant.
That seems rather to...
She really appreciates the finer things in life. For First-class places for a first-class lady. She's so...
Everyone has their own tastes, I guess.
I love how he tells us this, but he doesn't ask us for any help. He just says, dude, I need your help. But after that, nothing. It's like, really, dude? So you just want us to be your... whatever.
Oh, you again.
Are you alright?
You took so much time delivering the mail, my illness has gotten worse. I'm lucky I'm not dead.
You truly are a staggering creature.
Well, since you're here, I guess I should give you a little something.
Whoa, I can't accept this.
It's fine, just take it. Take it and go. But bring the mail quicker next time. And I want to see you smile.
Is there no end to this madness?
I tell you, there isn't another girl out there.
Aha.
Careful.
Thanks for your...
We got this. Hope to see you.
Something about that shade seems rather... It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse. I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Oh, this is terrible. What if...
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man.
Did you find my sweet dumpling?
We didn't, but we got...
Oh no! This is hurt.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God. How could this happen to her?
Let's leave him alone.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
Dumpling! You're not dead!
What in the world? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much.
I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a...
Okay, seriously.
5 minutes later.
I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling. But I'm also so sorry. This is... Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to...
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Are you serious right now? Why don't you ever?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
Yeah, I agree with the book.
Oh, hey, I have to go pick up a fish from the fish store.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me. And you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my...
Wait, you're asking...
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting with... Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did. And I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there! My husband's in the wrong here.
Pardon, but Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Time for a floating magazine.
Ooh! Ooh! Ladies and gentlemen, mic drop.
I see you finally agree on something.
1 hour later.
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Rice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job?
Actually...
Wait, what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well.
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh, heck, the canal.
I can't thank you enough.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place. Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Oh, good.
That was exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
Ladies and gentlemen, that kind of relationship I'd rather never have. Thank you. It's just yikes. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind a relationship, just nothing like that. I mean, it's the most toxic thing I've ever heard. And yes, I'm saying it's toxic because for whatever reason you're picking a fight for whatever.
Bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Right?
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
Which job should I give you first? Some guy in Seafront wants to become a big-time trader. Whatever works, I guess. Come back when... Which job should I give you first? An old-timer in Seafront is looking for help. Come back whenever...
They're all Seafront jobs. Might as well get them all, if I can.
Which job should I give you first? An old-timer in Seafront is looking for help. Sorry. I wrote down the client's location. Oh, you want a different job? Which job should I give you first? Come back when...
Yes, folks, I'm going back to Seafront. Anyway, before I go really any further into this game, please check out my videos, like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what you guys think. Please, I'm trying to get my, views up, and it's you guys' thing. I'm wanting to help you guys to help me out, because I already stepped on one milestone, and with your guys' help I can do more. So please help me out, guys. I know a lot of you guys love my content, and I hope so. I really do. If only you guys could love me more and more, and I'll love you just as much with more content. Please and thank you. The true face of love is support. And please, guys, support me by liking, subscribing, and checking out my entire videos. That way my view time goes up and up. Come on, guys. Thank you. I already got milestone. Now it's time to get it higher and higher, guys. I'm at least 5% there. Please, guys, help me out. And yes, I did roughly the math, so it's about 5%.
You seem to be in good spirits.
Oh, I am. My new flower shop is already far more successful than I ever...
Really?
I was in trouble before. But I think I've got a good foundation here. In fact, I want to ask my girlfriend in the area to come live with me here. It's the least I can do after all I put her through. The only problem is I don't really have time to go all the way over there. So I was thinking of sending a letter.
Sounds like it's time sensitive. Want me to deliver it?
Really?
Oh, he is sure. This lad loves nothing more than meddling in other people's affairs.
Excellent. Well, my girlfriend lives near the chief's house. Give her this Phrygia with the letter, okay? I really wanted to give her a lunar tear. But as I'm sure you know, the whole reason they call them legendary is that they're so hard to cultivate. But I did manage to cultivate a Phrygia. She's always liked Phrygias. So I guess things turned out for the better.
Cultivating lunar tears must require a remarkable amount.
Hey, your father's worried sick about you.
Because he wants me to, like, take up the family business. And I ain't doing it, man.
Also explain to him why he left.
Anyway, guys, thank you for checking out my video. Like always, be good, and if you can't be good, be careful. And if you can't be careful, well, that's kind of your fault, isn't it? Anyway, thank you for all the support. Please continue supporting me, guys. Tell your friends, tell your grandmas, tell your dogs to like that subscribe button, hit that like button, and check out my videos. Please and thank you, guys. I love you all. Thank you very much. Take care. Kendall.